and silencing the Anthem's terrible cataclysms. But not all cataclysms are created equal. And even freelancers are wary of the untamed power of the Anthem.
What is happening, guys? Goldie Black Ops Kid here, coming at you with another game review. Now, today we're going to be talking about Anthem, whether to purchase it or to not. One of the good things that are about Anthem and what is not about Anthem. Now, should you buy it or not? We're going to get that within the first minute of this video, starting now. Should you buy Anthem at its current state? I don't believe so. There's a lot of downgrading that happened between the beginning of this game and the E3 demo now. There's a lot of broken patches. There's still some, like, broken errors and stuff like that when you go to try and sign in. Not as often as it was in the first demo, but now that the full game is quote-unquote released, it's still a buggy and broken mess. Now, that doesn't deter me away from months, it could be months from now, that it could be like really, really good, but I just don't believe at its current state that it is the best that it could possibly be. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy Anthem if you're a big looter shooter fan like Destiny and stuff like that, because this is what it really feels like, a third-person Destiny game. There's nothing a point about it, but it is actually pretty decent. I don't think that somebody shouldn't buy it, but if you're into like looter shooters, I would say, why not? Go ahead and get it. That's the way I personally feel. I'm into looter shooters. I'm not really big into Destiny, but like I do like Borderlands and stuff like that. So I gave the game a chance, and it's all right. Like I don't really think it's that great, but I don't think it has a lot of broken things. I do love Bioware, and since the Bioware scandal of Mass Effect Andromeda with its horrible face animations and stuff like that, I was kind of like lopsided on it. I wasn't really a fan of what Anthem could be, and honestly, all in all, Anthem isn't super horrible, but it feels exactly like Mass Effect Andromeda. You have an AI companion, you have you have to go after a bad guy, which is pretty generic, and all in all, it's not really all that special, to be honest. The gameplay probably takes you about maybe 10 to 12 hours to beat the game, but there's a lot of grinding involved, like going to do certain quests to get certain items, or possibly get upgrade your javelin suits or get better weapons or whatever. I personally just believe that it's a very grindy game. It's like playing Dark Souls and playing trying to kill every enemy in Anor Londo every single time until you reach level 100. That's the way I perceive Anthem. It's just very grindy, and I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I don't mind grinding to get certain types of weapons, but I just don't believe that you should be able to do that kind of stuff. I mean, there are some pretty cool javelin suits. They have like the Juggernog, and then they have Storm, which is like the biotics person that can shoot like lightning from the ground and stuff like that. And I really had a good time with Storm. You can shoot a little bit with him, but mainly he is like a support class. It can rain down. It has a lot of AoE damage, so he could fly around the map pretty easily. And it really, all in all, feels like a biotic from Mass Effect. It feels like they don't have a lot of original story here. It's basically fly here, kill this person, go back. That's all I really see. And like I said, we're going to have some E3 comparisons here that are from me, and as well some from YouTube, which I'll give them some credit down in the annotations below, and as well as on the screen here. But it's just crazy, E3 compared to now, and it's changed quite a bit. And it's not like really bad, but like some of it's drastically different. When you walk through the front doors for the first time, you see a bunch of NPCs, and for the first time, even in the demo or not, it just seems like it's not as crowded. Now, the game is fully released, like I said now, so there should be really no absolute excuse for them not to have this in there. Now, I don't really think it's a bad thing, but I hear a lot of people giving boast about Anthem because it's stuck really close to E3 and that it's not going to be downgraded. And on the original Xbox, it runs pretty well. The graphics are really good. I never had a lot of frame drops, but I just had a lot of bugs. Like, they have a lot of bugs with like looting right now. Like at the end, you get some like loot drops, and some people don't get that. It's weird. Or they get all common items. They don't get rare items. And then I haven't really seen much about the cosmetics or anything. I really haven't tried to pay attention to that stuff, as EA does like to do that kind of thing. But I just personally try not to get into cosmetics or anything to buy upon you paying $60 for a game. So I don't think you should have to buy $60 plus $20 for whatever else. I know there's skins that you can buy and other crap like that, but I just tend not to get into that kind of stuff. Now, overall, the game's pretty decent. I do like its gameplay. The gameplay has a lot to show for it. I love just being able to jump and just fly whenever you want. Love it. The game, like, doesn't have... It has a lot of loading screens. You'll get a loading screen here, loading screen there, loading screen here, loading screen there. So going from your outpost, you get a loading screen. As you're flying in mid-quest, you'll get a loading screen. You'll get some loading screens like in between different areas, and it kind of sucks because it said that there was supposed to be a seamless open world, and that's not apparent in the full release of this game. It's very loading screeny, which can break the gameplay up a little bit. It kind of sucks, but it does give you a little bit of break from the hectic things going on. If you do join a raid in mid-game, it really you can sometimes get a loading screen and then another loading screen, which have happened once or twice now. And it's kind of a bother. It's one of those things that it just kind of happens, but like you get a loading screen, you get to play for like 10 seconds, and boom, another loading screen. It just really sucks. All in all, though, I feel like it's pretty good. I don't think it kind of sucks that like whatever you go into a mission with, your loadout, that's what you're stuck with for the whole mission. I wish you could actually pick up other items, or if you have you know, other weapons, if you could do that, because I would rather have that happen than just kind of, you know, stuck with, like, say if you have like a sniper rifle, a pistol, and like a shotgun, and they're all long range, like the only thing you'll be hitting them with is the sniper rifle. So that's one thing that I also thought was kind of weird, but I really like that that the game was pretty well designed. There's a lot of cool things to see, trees around the area. All the enemies are pretty well looking and pretty descriptive. I just don't think that it's like all in all the best like gameplay experience I could have ever have gotten. It's a basic generic looter shooter, but with some futuristic things. It's got some stuff that's just over the top. It's just weird. I don't really think that it's like the best game you could possibly get out there when the looter shooter genre. But I think it's decent, and in that case, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. There's a lot of repetitivity to it, although there's a lot of games that are repetitive, but this is just very easily repetitive. Not that it's a bad thing, because some repetitive things, like you just grind way too much in this game. It's not. There's so many different endings too. I've read about online. And I've only beat the game once, which I'm not going to really go into that stuff because I don't really like to spoil games for people. But there will be like an ending on the channel very soon. I will put that up. But anyways, I really hope you guys appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about Anthem, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you guys drop your gamer tags. Also, like the video if you enjoyed. Yeah, what do you guys think of Anthem? I really would like to hear you guys' opinions down in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more game reviews like this every single time there's a game out, I'll try and get a game review out pretty much the day of release. Usually I get an early copy or demos or some beta footage, and then I play about 12 hours when the game first comes out. It's really kind of stressful on my schedule because I have a lot of other things to do with like work and stuff like that. But like, I really just I like to give these videos out for you guys. I don't want you to spend $60 on the game that's really kind of not that great. This game's good. It's just not at its peak potential yet. Give it a couple months, possibly once the bugs are all fixed, and it'll actually be a pretty damn good experience. I really have been enjoying my time with Anthem. I don't think it's ready for everyone to go out and spend $60. I think it's a 6.5 out of 10 is probably the max I would go. I wouldn't give it a 7 out of 10 quite yet, because there's a lot of things to fix. It's just your generic looter shooter with third-person Destiny. That's all I could really put it. So, but anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys haven't, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel a ton. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.